All right, now we should be back online. Let me check my channel. Live, refresh. All right, now we are back in action. All right, let me drop this link back online. All right, back online. All right, cool. So we're back online there. The buys are pushing as I would expect. Nice. Nice. Very nice. All right, back on. Cool, cool, cool. Let's see if we can get a play off of this break here. I don't see much going on. I like the retest of this area. We failed to take this low, which is fabulous. So here, I want to see a drive back into this area here. Something like this. And show that strength. I'll get in on that break and retest, something like that here. Hopefully it doesn't just take off, bro. Because this is already inefficient, right? We failed to make any new low. We got SMT, which is fine. But now that we break structure for the first time over here, you want to see price generate order blocks, right? So NASDAQ, perfect example of what I would want to see. We sweep this low. Good job, NASDAQ. Once we sweep this low, we immediately make a new high. Beautiful. That's the first sign of a breaker there. Now that we make this new high, I want to see price push lower and show strength, right? So here's our first drive lower. Not showing much strength yet, so no reason to buy. We see this first drive here. Maybe we get another drive or whatever the case may be, but this is your first drive here. Showing a little bit of strength. So this will be my order block. If this holds with like a retest and a drive higher, then I like to buy. All right, cool. Cool, cool, cool. So notice what I'm looking at on the 10-minute here. We're breaking that point of control. So like if I were to mark off the point of control here for ES from this low to the current candle, we break that point of control. I need a pullback as I just drew up, right? I need a pullback, very simply put, a pullback that confirms this level, and then that'll take us to the next level. Very, very simple. Same thing here. Remember, the point of control was way up here on NASDAQ. It shifted down here. Now we're breaking it and retesting it. The one thing that I would say is in the way, we have this EMA and we have this massive 10-minute gap. So what that tells me is we're expecting a pullback for sure, once price taps into this gap, maybe even a lower time frame gap, like a 5-minute gap. All right, no gaps there, really. So once price starts tapping into these high time frame gaps, you expect, okay, there it is, yeah. You expect a pullback, and there goes your pullback. We're tapping into this 15-minute gap. You know price is going to have sellers sitting in there. So I want to see price offer a clean rejection from this potential order block here. A clean breakout will be my next trade idea. I hate that ES is just pretending to be so bullish right now. Give me a pullback, kiddo. Stabbing into unmitigated 15-minute territory right here. You should see some hesitation. See how price feels in this 15-minute gap. You want to see rejection that sends price back to this original higher time frame zone here that I have drawn out. I need to see that. Hopefully we get it. If not, bro, I'll probably end up buying NASDAQ because NASDAQ at least gives you a retest, right? We push up, push down, show that hesitation. And then from this hesitation, you see price show strength. So now you just want to see, can price continue here? It's already looking pretty shady, bro. Why is ES so strong without pulling back? It's starting to look like it might be a trap. Once it gets to this level, right? If we're able to hit this level without pulling back, that's a red flag. I'd rather wait for a short because it'll probably short all the way back down. Anytime you're trading in a higher time frame level, you want to see structure built, right? Notice how much structure was in this area, how many attempts price gave before selling off. 1, 2, 3, 4 drives higher before this short, right? Now you're getting a cannon event here where price just taps and goes. I don't like those types of moves. Those are scam moves. It's always short-lived. So let's see what level causes this pullback. Notice NASDAQ hasn't filled in this. Oh, I guess it did, yeah. It did fill in a 15-minute gap. 30-minute gap is about to form. We have this 2 a.m. price right above EMA once again sitting there. So I just want to see this, anything in this level cause a significant pullback. So we get a valid retest before falling into this buy idea. Yeah. Starting to show a lot of strength, but at the same time, it's early. It's only 10:20. If price is truly bullish, then maybe we do take this high, this data high, right? So I don't want to rush into it and get caught in like a reversal here. You got the from data high to this low here, 50% level would be here. We've already broken that that 50% level here from data high to data low. So now you go from low to high, 50% would be back around that point of control. So I'm chilling right now. Close through it, pull back into it, close above. Now it's this EMA. You wait for price to break this EMA, that should open the door for data highs on NASDAQ. Here goes your selling pressure. Nice. Keep it going. I needed to hit at minimum this red zone here. Right? This was obvious support on the 10-minute. Now we break it. I'm looking for that retest here. There's also a 10-minute fair value gap now. Very clean area of interest. Yeah. Yeah. I like the pressure coming out of here. Let's see what happens here. Sleeps the low. Yeah, this may be bullish, guys. The catch is like you want to see a new breakout so you know where to put your stop. Because if I were to buy it right now, I would have to put my stop below this low. And that's a massive stop loss, right? But if you get that second level distribution where, all right, price gets comfortable here and starts to distribute higher, you can put your stop below this consolidation. We sweep the low. We had a few order blocks in here. Yeah, you can see the pressure is picking up now. I'm gonna wait here. We got a new 30-minute candle on the way. So I think that should open the door for my trade idea. All right, we had boom, 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 push higher, immediately lower. So yeah, this area right here, you wanna see price retest one of these, close, retest. So there's your fair value gap right there. There's a 1 minute gap in here that should hold if we're bullish. Mark this off. We take the lows, we push back into these order blocks here, we completely ignore them, and then we create bullish order blocks where price tries to go lower, and instead you see price drive higher. Yeah, looks fine to me. Looks pretty strong for higher. And now on the 2 minute chart, what I'm looking for is, can we show some sort of distribution, some sort of displacement? Can we show some sort of displacement? Boom, boom, boom. Just waiting on that pullback patiently, man. If price, like I said, like it's either gonna be, this is going to be your next base here where price just breaks out, retests, and goes, or price is going to pull back to retest the original. If we start trying to break through these levels here, remember we have lots of bear structure up above. Let's mark off this level here. Notice this massive engulfing candle here. 2 hour engulfing, 4 hour engulfing, working on a 3 hour engulfing, hourly engulfing, right? So this level up here, I should look for rejection. Same thing over here. If I go to the 2 hour, we're pushing into another bearish situation right here. This is actually a really strong bearish situation right now. Let me mark that off as a potential point of control here. Where you see a bearish engulfing, you get a failure into it, and you get a strong engulfing again. This is a lot of bearish pressure. So I'm looking at that as my next short point of interest. So that's why I'm like, if price just runs directly into here, then I'm not a fan. But if we get that pullback, then I'll buy it up into this level. So let's see. Yeah, we take that low here. If we look at the 2 minute, this is our order block. Yeah, order block right here, order block right there, retesting, no displacements yet. We got that 1 minute gap here. We also have a 2 minute gap down here. So we're just chilling right now. 10 a.m. opens, pushes into here, immediately flips. That's a really good sign. When 10 a.m. interacts with the higher time frame level and decides to immediately go the opposite way, that's a good look. Wow, bro. Yeah, I don't think we're bearish. I mean, I don't think we're bullish. I think we're about to get a trap here. Price is way too eager to go higher here without retesting. I think it's either going to slam lower shortly here, or it's going to push up, trap some buyers, and start melting again. Just not efficient price action. Anytime you see a good trade idea, you should expect a retest of that so-called bullish area, right? Notice the only thing we've hit right now is this 1 minute gap. We had this expansion higher. We left two fair value gaps down here. Wasn't even bothered to be retested. And then you break structure and you still haven't retested the previous structure high. That's not efficient price action. I'm looking for a random melt here. All right. We had this small fair value gap here that seemed to be holding right here. Small fair value gap there. We drive into this area, finally get that fair value gap, and it held up nicely. The one thing that I notice is I don't see any of those fair value gaps. Oh, yes, I do. There goes your fair value gap right here. Let's see if it holds up on ES as well. Same level, same time, 1024. You get a 1 minute fair value gap that's holding on NASDAQ. Just give me a pullback, bro. There we go. There we go. So yeah, I'm gonna get off this 1 minute before I get fooled. All right. Long story short, what happened? We swept the low. Did we put any bullish order blocks? We did. We had a drive here that failed, and you get very strong bullish pressure off of it. So this is my first order block. Rightfully so. Cool. Now we're retesting it barely, but at least we are pushing lower. And then when I look over here, we have sweep this low, push up, push down, push up, push down, push up. Yeah, this area right here gets my attention for a potential retest. Why is that? Let's zoom in. You'll see. Let's hide everything here. You see, once we take this low, you want to see price show bearishness and fail, right? We take this low, show bearishness and show bullishness here. Show bearishness again. All we did was sweep this low to get right back above it, show more bullishness. So with this bearish bullish move, this whole entire area right here becomes sensitive. All right. So with that sensitivity, I'm looking for price to, if you look, it's all of this, right? We see price push down one last time here with this bearish wick, this candle right here. Price pushed up, pushed down one last time, failed to go lower. So now this order block extends to this candle. And now you're seeing price stab into it, fail to go lower once again. If we can get some sort of displacement, I like a potential buy here. All right, I'm looking, we take this high, take this low. Yeah, we're chilling right now. This is a weird area. I would love to see just a deep drive, but we did get a tap here. So that's why I'm starting to look for the buys now. If we can get a strong reaction with the fair value gap, I'll try that first fair value gap. And NASDAQ should be showing some strength as well. What about crypto today? Crypto showing a little bit of strength as well. Got a nice sweep. Break structure. Order block here. Price tries to go lower, fails. Order block here. Price tries to go lower, fails. At least you get a retest. Break. Well, not really. Price is still due for a retest here. There we go. Come on. Keep it simple. Keep it simple, NASDAQ. Break and retest. That's all I need. You give me a break and retest, I'll be good to go. Definitely a ton of patience needed for today. As you can see, price hasn't gone anywhere. If we're looking at the 4-hour chart, where's that next 4-hour level? All right, so we've already taken out. Yeah, look at the SMT, man. We've taken out that previous 4-hour high on ES. Nowhere near it over here. And then same thing, we've taken out that previous 4-hour low. So let me mark off that actually. 4-hour. 4-hour low taken out. 4-hour high taken out. So which one is going to serve as a brick wall, right? That's what we're looking for. All right. So we have some clean structure above this 4-hour high on ES. Right? So that's a good bullish indication. Price is getting comfortable above that 4-hour high. And then let's look at how NASDAQ responded to that 4-hour low. Right? So we got a perfect reversal profile off of that 4-hour low. So yeah, I should be leaning more upside here, and we're finally getting this retest. Perfect. Beautiful. Now this is starting to look bullish. We're getting that definite retest to try and induce sellers. Also to come back and solidify this zone. The retest does a lot for price action, right? So I'm starting to think this is going to be a buy. I'm going to start prepping for a bullish idea. Really nice. There we go. There we go. There we go. See what I mean? You see why it's important to wait? That sell-off was almost inevitable. Massive sell-off too. Here we go. Pushing back to refill all of this unmitigated territory, right? I'm not seeing any reason to short right now. Let's see what the hourly, yeah. No real, maybe 15-minute, yeah. See how price is shorting from a gap right back down into engulfing territory? I'm not really too concerned with the shorts right now. So I'll just let this play out, zoom in on ES. And if I'm looking, I don't see any order blocks, right? So now this makes sense. Let's go to the 1 minute. There's probably an order block in here, yeah. So here's one order block. All right. So when we take this low we had here, boom, gap through it, sweep out that. Yeah, so this area right here is a very important area. I want to see how price responds. You see how there's a bunch of activity here where price tries to go lower, tries to go lower. This is beautiful. Now I just want to see price, instead of trying to go lower here, I want to see price retest this zone and show strength. Also, remember, this is our point of control. So if we're looking at the higher time frame, it's 100% bullish. 100% bullish. How do I know? We have a higher time frame level being hit. We have that point of control breaking easily. And now all price is doing is retesting that point of control. We're already seeing that resistance from this area. And we're also seeing the EMA being retested. And we see that this previous 10-minute resistance right here is broken as well. So if price wants to go bearish, I would need to see a strong 10-minute closure back under here with something like this where it closes, retests, and boom. Right? I doubt if we're going to see that. There we go. Nice speed here. Really nice. If we get like a 1-minute gap here, I think I'm going to try it. Looking for speed back to this level. All right. We're retesting very, very efficiently here. Wow. Why so strong though? I hate when it does this. This is a red flag. Like, stop it, bro. You're not in that much of a rush. There's no FOMC. There's no CPI, right? It's a scam. All right, so let's look at NASDAQ. Let's pretend we're not looking at ES right now. I want to know what levels over here. Sweep this low, take that high. Order block sitting right here. The first order block failed. Yeah, this is nice. This has to be a buy. If you get that bullish fair value gap here and this gap holds, I'm looking to buy, right? Why is that? If I just keep it very, very simple, we sweep this low, wait for price to make a high. We take out these highs. What order blocks are created on that move up? There's only one. So this is where you focus in on this bearish candle specifically from high to low. All right. Price drives into it and gives you a beautiful displacement here. So with that displacement, you're looking for a drive into this fair value gap. It's crazy, bro. I hate when it moves this fast because it makes you feel FOMO. And that's when you know you're about to get trapped. When you feel FOMO, you should feel afraid. All right, well, if it wants to just run here, I don't care. I'll wait for a short or something. Because we saw this yesterday, right? Where we pretended to be bullish, this, that, and the third. And price still pulled back exactly where I wanted to see it pull back. I don't like how it's leaving these fair value gaps. So I'm just going to wait for that pullback. It should come right back down to fill those gaps. If it doesn't, then I think I just missed this one. And maybe look for a short. Just depends, but you can see price is just moving way too fast for me. Anytime it does that, best thing for me to do is just do nothing at all. Sit back and wait for a better idea. We push down into, yeah, this is our first real displacement here for the buyers that followed a breaking structure, right? So we had that first breakout. You don't want to trade the first breakout. That's the dumbest thing you can do in the world. You wait for the retest and then look for a strong reaction on the retest. This is our very first strong reaction here. All right. So, and also this is going to be your first 10-minute confirmation. So yeah, I'm chilling. We closed through it. We still haven't broken the EMA at all on NASDAQ. Yeah, we're chilling, man. I like this original fair value gap right here. Same thing here. We take out the low. Take out some highs here. This is our first order block. We push right back into it and we gave a beautiful, beautiful area of interest here. I want that original FVG. You know. And let's see, what did we drive into here? Nice. Yeah, we drove into that candle. Drove into that 15-minute, maybe 10-minute engulfing. No, 30-minute went out. All right, yeah, we're chilling, guys. Hold your horses. Hold your horses. No 2-minute gap. This is actually your first 2-minute order block. Yeah, I'm chilling. I'm still not a fan of buying it just yet. Still not a fan yet, guys. I just don't see enough break and retest. Like, you get this set up, you immediately fill in this fair value gap. Then I'm like, okay, yeah, if this gap holds, I'm buying that. And for sure, I can at least target this high. Right. But when you see price just leave gaps and run directly towards highs, that's a scam. Like, that's the first step of a scam. These gaps should be mitigated. Otherwise, they remain a how you say liability for price. Price knows that it should be retesting these areas. You got to drive in this upper gap here, but that's not enough for me. Even though we do have EMA support right there with it. That's tough, bro. Because if I were to buy it here, for example, you long it off of here, stop below here, previous day level. I don't know. Maybe I should try this upper fair value gap, but I just don't want to. I'm accepting that I don't want to. You could buy, like, you have this 1-minute gap here, right? And then you have the lower gap. You know, we drive back, we get the retest that we're looking for. Wow, it might actually hold up, but I don't think I like it. Just off of the fact that there's no 2-minute gap. Maybe a 3-minute gap. Yeah, there's a 3-minute gap down here. I would rather wait for that 3-minute gap to get filled before I get involved here. Actually, yeah, that's what I'm going to draw up. That's the trade right there, guys. Sweep the low, pull back. You got this order block here. We drive into the order block and displace higher, right back above that point of control. And you have multiple bullish areas in this zone on top of the fact of the retest was successful. The retest does offer sweep, push up, push down, break, pull back into this yellow zone here, and then give you this 3-minute gap. I don't care for that 1-minute gap. So that's where my eyes go here. A strong gap fill here with a nice reaction. Remember, this 4-hour level is still in the mix. It's actually sitting right inside of that 3-minute gap. So this is going to be my trade idea if we get a nice reaction here. I want a long above the gap, target the next zone for about 6 points. So I need a better entry, yeah. So like here, 6 for 6 would be my trade. Nice. We're driving into that gap now. Let's see if we get a strong reaction. Ideal entry price will be 69.62.5. How many contracts for 6 points? 6 points would be 17 micros. I'll go a little bit higher. 17. I'll go like 20 for an extra few bucks on the trade. All right, we're getting a strong drive here. So now we know if this gives us a strong rejection, we know that, all right, we're on the right side of the market here. All right, and then let me go to the 2-minute and watch what price is doing as well. Nice. 6 contracts, 17, 20, yeah. All right. Go. Oh, super strong move into this area. But I like how we're getting this bearish gap here to watch out for. Price starts flipping those bearish gaps. I'm all over these buys. Simply put, there's no reason for me to be looking for shorts now. All right? No reason at all. We haven't taken out any high. We still have these highs up here. So my anticipation would be price is going to try to flip back bullish very aggressively here. Remember what I was saying about not getting in off of that 1 minute gap up here because there's a 1 minute gap down here that I would prefer. We start showing strength out of this 1 minute gap. I can refine my 3 minute gap down to the 1 minute gap because they align perfectly. We see strength here, a nice closure back above this 4-hour open price. I'm sorry, 4-hour high. I might be able to get in a little bit sooner here. A nice strong closure past this engulfing candle, past this bearish fair value gap. Then I will open the door for my long position, 69.62 essentially. 69.62. I'll go ahead, type this up and get ready. Um, 6.5 for about 6 point. Oh no, we can go 7 points here. Get a safer stop. 7 for 7. 7 points would equal 14 micros. So I can go like 17 contracts. Just adding 3 to what the what 500 would be. So it'll be like 600, 700 bucks. Yeah, really nice here. Sweep the low, makes a high. Once we make that high, we have 2 order blocks. We have this where price fails to go lower, it tries to go higher, but you can see that it didn't want to displace. Then you have this one down here. Now price drives into it and does displace. This gives you a strong move higher. We actually end up closing back above that second order block as well. So that's a good sign of strength there. All I'm looking for is the retest. Now, can I see price show more bullishness once it drives into this bullish leg here? I'll put an arrow here. This is a really strong zone here, and I want to see it hold up. Same thing over here. I'm not expecting this to fail, right? So if it does hold, I have to get involved. If it doesn't hold, then skip this, and I'll probably start looking for another buy if price can retest this yellow zone and show more strength, or maybe push down in here again. So we'll see. No entry yet though. Check that 3 minute, see what that looks like. Yeah, we're chilling. What time is it? It's almost 11. So okay, maybe price is waiting for that new 30-minute candle before showing its hand. Fair enough. We've seen that 1,000 times, so that won't catch us by surprise. This candle right here can close bearish. Looks like it's going to close as an inside body, right? Where this confirmed accumulation. Price did not take the high, did not take the low. Pure accumulation candle. And we'll look for that next candle to open, drive a little lower, and then offer distribution, right? So this entire trade has been step for step exactly what I'm looking for, right? When you see that confirmation and you see price drive into unmitigated 15 or any higher time frame bearish gap, you expect rejection, right? And then once that rejection gets in, I want to read and react from there. So we see that rejection. What's the first thing I notice about this rejection here? This could be bearish. It's just tough because boom, 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 boom. Yeah, this could be bearish. It's just a 1 minute chart here. If I'm looking at this 2 minute chart, things change, right? Because now, like, I don't really see a genuine pullback. This looks like the first pullback, right? You get a push higher, this is your first pullback. So I'm reading this low right here. So I can't really short just yet. I want to see price push up, pull back, push up, and then take this low for me to be bearish. It looks like we might actually go bearish. This leg is slowly being absorbed, but we'll have to wait. As I mentioned, we're about to get a new 30-minute candle, so this could all be a fake out. Sweep this low and then go right back bullish. This is starting to be a complex setup. So patience is the #1 factor in these types of trades. All right. It's tough because we had a decent rally higher. It's tough. I think it's just going to come down to a little more patience here. There's a lot in this area, right? We have midnight price here. We have that original breaker where price was chopping lower and then displaces higher. Now we're back at that midpoint, back at the point of control for the higher time frame. There's a lot of structure in here, so you can't just short it here. This is tough. Tough. I'll be as patient as possible here. And I really don't want to go to the 1 minute. There's just there's nothing in here to make me want to short this. I'm sorry. I would rather just let the shorts go without me. There is nothing in here that makes me want to short. Except ES, right? ES does drive into, well, not even, bro. It's not even into a 30. Okay. So we see this engulfing 30-minute candle here. ES drives directly into it and hits a brick wall. So, all right, if I am bearish, where are my bearish order blocks? I see 0 bearish order blocks. Let me zoom in here. Let's see if we can find a reason to look for short. If not, I'll keep looking for the buys. All right, so we push lower. This is a pathetic push lower. Here is your trade right here, right? We get this push lower, push higher. This is tough, bro, because it could be happening on the 1 minute. And I hate when it does stuff like that. Sometimes the 1 minute is telling the truth. Sometimes it'll lie right to your face, right? So here you get this pullback, you push up. Once price takes this low, this could be a break of structure. That's exactly what we get. We sweep this low, price pushes up, fails, right? That last push up here is your order block. And look at how perfect this is on the 1 minute chart, bro. Man, I wish the 1 minute chart was reliable, because this is a great sell idea. If it was like this on like the 2 minute, I would take this short, right? You're hitting a higher time frame engulfing zone, showing that there's selling pressure there, right? You have areas down here that were wide open. Price hadn't even filled in any of this, okay? And then you push up into it, you generate an order block again. So the retest has to generate some sort of order block. It generates an order block, and then it displaces. So now here's your, okay, I wouldn't even short this either. I want to short from this original. This is your original gap here. That's where I would want to short from, right? You get the confirmation, order block, boom. And then you retest that order block here, and you get confirmation. This is where you want to see price retest. So that's still open. If I'm buying, I'll probably buy it up into there, right? And then you have price taking out this low. Yeah, I don't think this is bullish, bro. It keeps doing weird stuff. Like, you see how every time you stab into here and you just take off, what happens? It takes off into a wall and comes right back. Same thing here. It just takes off, hits a wall, comes right back. Takes off, hits a wall, comes right back. It's probably going to take off right back into here and short. I'll probably look for a short there. Yeah, it's being stupid. This isn't bullish. And this is just from me trading long enough to understand, like, bro, since when do you get in trades and they just go directly to TP? That's rare, right? Usually it gets in the trade, it retests, it holds, it does all this stuff, creates gaps, retests the gap, and it actually trends towards your take profit, right? So this is tough though, bro. This is actually tough because oh, all right, yeah. So let's see how this happens. right now. I hate that it's doing this, man. If this gap doesn't hold up, then I'm going to look for a buy. Very, very simple. Boom, boom. Bro, stop it, yo. What is this doing? I'm really debating if I want to trade this. It's like it's giving you both sides of the puzzle here. So let me do this. All right. If I'm looking at NASDAQ looks cleaner. I'm not even going to lie to you. NASDAQ just looks a lot cleaner. If I take all this out of the way, what do you get? All you're looking at is a sweep of a low. You take a high, you pull back. We haven't made that pullback order block yet. So here's your first order block. That's why I like the 2-minute, because it's not as noisy. Here's your first order block, right? How do I know it's an order block? Because I want to see price pull back, show strong bearishness, and then give me a strong bullish closure. That's my order block, the entire bearish candle. What do you notice? Price fails to close strongly below here, and now you're getting that expansion. So this fair value gap, if it becomes a fair value gap, has to be my entry. Right? If we get a 2-minute gap here, that has to be my entry. The 1-minute chart, if I were to make sense of the 1 minute, it's the same concept. But the sad part is we just swept this low, making me have to consider, bro, this is a buy, bro. And I think I'm going to buy NASDAQ. Did we sweep out lows on ES? Yeah, we did. Yellow box swept that low. It looks identical. It just looks like NASDAQ has a lot more room for upside. So today I'm actually going to trade NASDAQ. I just would feel more comfortable taking NASDAQ here. Get like a 60-point stop. We're going to get a 2-minute gap here as well. I may just put my order inside the gap. That way I can get a better feel. Something like that. Cover that swing low. 60 points. And then target something like this. Because I'm not really too confident that NASDAQ will be able to reach this level because of how close ES is to its level. Maybe NASDAQ just takes out this high and retest this previous daily low or something. So what price would this be? 25,665, 60-point stop. 60 points would be 4 micros. I'll go 5, 6, yeah. Come on, give me a fair value gap here. Just don't close it up. And then if I'm making sense of ES, I should be able to make sense of it as well. All right, we have this low. We make a high. We haven't made an order block yet. This is your order block here. Price is now revisiting this order block, revisiting the yellow zone as well. And now you get that inversion of that bearish pressure. And now you're getting a beautiful fair value gap. Please just go right into it. And I want to enter this trade around 25,662. I'm just going to put my order in here. Buy limit 25,662. Thank you. Buy. We're just looking for a drive back down and a quick move higher. And it was 4, right? 4 contracts. 5, 6, 6. See if we get filled here. Come on, shorty. What about this 1-minute gap? What's happening here? We have 1 drive, 2 drives. Give me that third. And I'm taking a risk trading NASDAQ. NASDAQ could want to sweep this low, but my stop is a few points below it. Price is edging me here. I might just order in right now. It's super close. Just give me 1 more drive. I think I'm just going to get in here just in case. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I think I got to get in here. I'm in there just in case. And then stops are in TPN. Man, but why wouldn't NASDAQ, I'm sorry, why wouldn't ES fill in this gap, bro? It should pull back. Hopefully it does. So I don't have to worry about that. Still pretty close to where I wanted to get filled though, so that's fine. Man, I'm waiting for a gap fill to get in my other accounts here. Come on, shorty. What time is it? 11:04? It should pull back. As soon as I get in on all my accounts, it's gonna pull back dramatically. Watch. NASDAQ. Beautiful fair value gap sitting right here. Let's go to 10 minutes, see what's happening there. Still haven't broken that EMA on NASDAQ. There goes the gap fill. Beautiful. All right, cool. All right. Let's see the 2-minute here on ES. All right. What does ES look like? Once that gap fills on ES, you can get, what was this? 6 points? Yeah, 6 contracts. Yeah, I would say ES is probably gonna rip through here. All right, yeah, we're chilling here. Few points of a difference of where I wanted to get filled, but there goes the gap fill. I'm looking for speed higher. And I'm just looking for that short-term high plus this previous daily level to get hit. 4-hour candle is pretty far. 2-hour, 1-hour, everything's pretty far. So I'll mark off things like this, this previous 1-hour high. Maybe go break even at that level or something. Boom, 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 1 hour. But I'm anticipating price to at least push back up to this red zone here. 6 p.m. Something like that, right? It's 11:07. Looking at the 30-minute chart, we're putting in a decent bottom 30 wick here. So I'm looking for this 30-minute candle to flip bullish, right? And then start pushing back towards these bearish imbalances up above. Let's see if we get a flip. Let me definitely look at this lower time frame as well to make sure that we're not seeing, yeah, I don't see much of a threat just yet. As long as we can maintain this area. See the 5-minute. 5-minute losing that EMA now. I want to see price start being afraid. You know what I mean? I don't want to see price get too comfortable underneath this EMA. Let's see, is there any, okay, we have this 5-minute breaker, low, high. I'm sorry, low, high, low, high. This breaker right here is also a part of this yellow zone here. So anything in here is still fine. You just want to see that strong reaction. When price pretends to be bearish like this, you don't want to see it get too comfortable. My goodness. So we're retesting this previous daily low here on ES, and it keeps doing this, bro. Keeps doing this. You see how it pretends to be bullish, goes bearish, pretends to be bearish, goes bullish. So now I'm looking for price to make up his mind. And this one might be, come on, yo. Any 1 minute gaps down here? There is a 1 minute gap. All right, so if I'm looking at the 1 minute chart, I want to see this gap hold up. This gap doesn't hold up. I may not trade this. I may just take this this loss and then wrap it up. Because as you can see, it doesn't look like we're getting much. And I don't want to force it, right? So I'm looking for this specific area to hold up. Otherwise, I don't think it's bullish, right? Why would price push way down here if it's bullish? This is the only reason I can see. Maybe price wanted to retest this 1 minute fair value gap, this 1 minute order block, right? If that holds up, then it makes sense. Okay, price is still bullish. We start closing through here. Price should be bearish, but as you've seen, price fails to go bearish over and over. So you can't really trust the shorts either. Yeah. Price is leeching right now. Just for no reason. We haven't taken out any highs. We already took out a low. So why are you pushing back to the lows so aggressively? It just doesn't even look right. You know what I mean? This action doesn't look like it shows any intention so far. The clues that we were able to put together were very, very bullish. Right? Look at the areas that we're residing in. Look at the respect that we keep getting. You know what I mean? So I need to see these bullish structures start to show some real strength. What? All right, yeah. I don't see much life in, well, I guess we did just take this low. I'm looking like the only thing I can see now is price wants these lows, because if you notice on the 30-minute chart, we put this 30-minute candle in. We had an inside body here. I was anticipating this 30-minute candle to take off. Didn't. What do we get? Another inside body. So now I'm like, all right, we're way too close to these lows before they get swept. So I just moved my stop a little bit below these lows. But even still, I don't like how price is going after lows instead of distributing higher. So I'm just gonna have to accept this one for what it is. I don't like it. If I could get out right now, I would, but we're so close to stop that it's just like, you know, you're not really doing yourself any favors by closing it now, because it could try and run here, but this is trash, bro. Imagine this is still bullish, right? Because I still don't see much of a reason to go short just yet, man. See, now if we sweep this low, push up, and then fail again, then I'm like, okay, maybe we do want to go lower. Man, I wish I could find a clean setup for a short, but I just don't see it. So I'll sit with the buy here and just hope that price stops pretending here, because we keep driving lower and then drive higher, drive lower, drive higher, drive lower, and it's starting to become 100% chop here. So trash. What am I sitting at right now? I might just cut this, guys. 600, yeah. This is so trash, bro. Because what do you guys notice? Like, we're still sitting inside of all of the bullish structure that I highlighted before I even convinced myself to take a buy, right? So it's like I shouldn't really give up on the buys just yet, even though it keeps edging my stop. It keeps pushing lower. It's refusing to go higher, as if there's some sort of distortion right now. Maybe price is gonna wait until 12. And I'm debating if I want to be online by then, you know? Maybe I should just walk away if price is showing me it doesn't want to go anywhere. But at the same time, that 12 o'clock volume does work a lot of magic. This is tough, bro. These are the trading days that are tough, but if I can survive this uncomfortable drawdown right now, start getting back in bullish territory, because if you notice ES, man, if I was in ES, I wouldn't be as close to being stopped out, which is the risk that you run when you trade a stupid weaker pair, bro. Come on, shorty. We already have SMT, so just stop going lower. Like, come on, bro. If you're not bearish, please just stop going lower. Those are the worst trades, when price is not actually bearish and it just keeps going lower to waste time, and then by the end of the day, you check the charts and you see that this level ends up sending price all the way up here. And you're just like, bro, like, trading can be so stupid at times, bro. But I have to take this one because I shouldn't even be in NASDAQ. And I think this will be the last time I trade NASDAQ, guaranteed, for the whole year. Yeah, I got to get out of here, bro. It's not doing me any justice. It's just going to wreck me. Come on, bro. Stop going lower if you're not bearish. What are you doing? Maybe price wants to retest this 10 a.m. price. And that'll be so unfortunate because my stop is just above 10 a.m. But it looks like that's what it wants, because we've already swept out lows inside of this 1 minute fair value gap. It looks like price wants that 10 a.m. and my stop is right in front of, there it is. All right, I'm stopped there. I think I'm going to wrap it up there, bro. I made a mistake. I should not be on NASDAQ. Dang, bro, that's tough. There goes 10 a.m. And it's leeching through 10 a.m. also. Yeah, I'm chilling, bro. I think I have to accept this loss. I don't see any reason to go long. I mean short. It looks like price is just distorting, wasting time. We're sitting in higher time frame bullish territory. Notice NASDAQ has no reason to be bearish. We haven't hit anything besides this 15-minute gap, which is fine for a short-term sell, but yeah. Yeah, bro, that hurts. That hurts. So I'll stay online until like 12:30 just to see what happens, but I don't know if I'll get involved again. Let's see if there's anything bearish that pops up here. And like I said, I just shouldn't be trading NASDAQ, bro. Even though it looks like you're going to get stopped on the ES position as well. If you were to wait for the gap fill, was it a 3-minute gap fill, right? Yeah, wait for the gap fill and then put your stop underneath. Yeah, you're going to get stopped as well here. 11 for 11. Yeah, so it looks like the chop definitely got the best of me today. We've been sitting in this area since 10 a.m. It's almost 12. So what I'll do is I'll erase all of this. Make some food real quick and see what excuse me, see what price has to offer here for the next sequence of volume. Yeah, these are the type of trades that make me not like trading. These not trades, but this type of session where you see price, which I understand. All right, we fill in this 15-minute gap. We hit this 30-minute bearish point of interest, but I'm expecting selling pressure, right? So when I see, price offer the rejection from a bullish area of interest after stabbing into this bearish point of interest, naturally I'm like, yeah, these buys, right? We're above midnight. We're above that previous daily low. We broke that 4-hour high. We had SMT at the lows. NASDAQ is in a bullish territory. You know what I mean? So it's just like, all right, the buys have to be what's next. So now if you're bullish, bro, I'm telling you, bro, I'm going to be furious if this tries to go bullish right now, bro. I may not even trade it, bro. I'll be so upset. And then notice ES, like I mentioned, entry here, stop down below the low, like 11.5, 12 points. You barely miss getting stopped out there. And now here goes that pressure that I was looking for hour, bro. Get out of my face, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. Get out of my face, bro. Get out of my face, bro. Let's see. Is there a setup? Let's wait for a setup on ES here. I'm done looking at NASDAQ. I'm sorry. I might as well delete NASDAQ from my vocabulary. So the reason I like buys, we keep sweeping lows, leaving highs. We sweep a low here. I'm looking for price to, honestly, price should just run, bro. You want to see a strong closure and then look for price to run. How many points would I need on a stop? About 12 points, not even. Cover this low, 10, 10.5 points. And I'm looking for 10.5 points here. So I just want to see price hold above this previous daily low here. And I'm going to try this buy and wish me luck because I still don't see a reason to short. 6960.25. done with NASDAQ, bro. Yes, by 69.62. Yeah. We're rejecting that previous daily low. See if we can get a good closure here. It's a minute left in this candle. I think I'll have to just try this. Wait. 10.5 points would be 9 micros. I'm going to go with like 12 micros here. Maybe 13. I'll go 12. 12 micros, and I am in. Come on, don't run. I'm trying to type this up for VIP, man. This hits TP, then I'm 1,000,000% done with NASDAQ, bro. Like, this is just so dirty to me, man. All right, so what would be my target? It was 10.5 points, I believe. Yeah, so about, I might even do 9 points. I don't want to get greedy here, but these highs up here are the draw. So yeah, like 10 points. Boy, I tell you. Boy, I tell you. All right, so we can get a 6959. 6. Man, boy, I tell you guys, the market, like, this is the type of stuff that it's like it almost has to do this to get a trader like me. If it doesn't, then I'm on its trail every single time, bro. And I guess I made a mistake by trading NASDAQ. This is why I'm done with NASDAQ. And I mean it for sure. Like, I gave it a chance because price action was pretty similar. But as you can see, if we would have bought ES at the same point that we bought NASDAQ, we would not have lost that trade. It would have pushed down, blah, blah, blah. But it doesn't take this low on ES, right? Yeah. Stop would have been underneath this low. Well, I guess it did take that low. So maybe I get stopped out. Maybe not. But I would have at least understood that maybe price wanted to sweep this low before going higher. You know what I mean? Something. NASDAQ just did me dirty. Come on, yes, finish the job here. We're seeing way too much strength from the same areas, right? So there's no reason for me to give up on the buys. If anything, we should see a strong expansion. 10 points should be nothing. We'll probably end up pushing way back up into these levels here, but at the same time, I don't want to be greedy. I just want to see a decent follow through, man. My goodness, kid. I promise you, bro. I don't ask him. I don't ask for much, bro. I'm just looking for the basics, and the market just sometimes refuses to even be basic. Chooses violence. Like, my goodness, bro. Why are you so, you know what I mean? Like, you're doing all of this sell pressure as if you're bearish, and then you don't go anywhere. What are you doing? You're stealing money, bro. That's what you're doing, bro. I'm watching you steal money. And I genuinely hate it. Genuinely. Just go ahead, do your job. You feel me? We're not here to judge. We just want to see each other function efficiently. That's it. I'll be an efficient trader. You be an efficient market. And everybody's happy. You know what I mean? Like, come on, kid. Like, it's almost to the point where this has to, like, blast off, like, straight up. You know what I mean? Because we sat here and we wasted a good amount of time doing absolutely nothing. Meanwhile, you're not bearish. So if you're not bearish and you're way down here, then you should be bullish. Like, just stop playing with me, bro. Like, I'm out here taking losses for no reason. 10.5 points would be 9. So 10 points from my entry, 6959. Yeah, I'm looking for 6969. Come on, just run. There you go. And I don't want to see any playing around at this high. Please just take it out and rip. This is trash, bro. I'm gonna waste my time making money back instead of being up on the day. Today should have been a green day, man. This is the type of stuff I'm talking about, bro. This is the type of stuff that we need to avoid somehow. I don't know how, but obviously TP is here. I set an alert here to manage the trade. But with this type of speed, I want to see price rip. I can't do that though. There's a higher time frame level sitting up here somewhere. Yeah. These highs right here, absolute non-negotiable. These internal highs right here, I don't care for because NASDAQ should make a new high. Right, so I'm not really too worried about that. Let's go Ethereum. I'm looking for, we're making new highs here. Yeah, I'm looking for crypto to retest certain levels. I'm looking for NASDAQ to make a new high here before I give up on this trade. And hopefully it doesn't backfire and pull all the way back down and stop me out. But at this point, we've seen so much fake bearish pressure that I want to see a big bullish expansion. And it could backfire. So don't harp on me if it backfires. I'm giving you guys a fair warning. This could backfire, but being on the bullish side of the market, and because the year has been very good, the volume has been very good. When I see stuff like this just looks like it wanted to shake out as many buyers as possible. And now that we're making highs, I'm hoping that we can get speed above this high so that people don't get a chance to buy it, right? You want to see it just try to take off without people, because otherwise, what was the point of all of this chop, right? You didn't want buyers to get involved, so I don't see a reason for price to pull all the way back down here. If it does, that may be a sign that it's about to go bearish. Maybe there's a 1 minute gap here or something that could propel price higher, but I'm almost forced to hold this, man. For at least 10 points, right? Give me at least 10 points and then I'll consider getting out. Well, I tell you, bro, like, man, bro, it makes you want to punch a wall. Like, stop stealing, bro. And it's kind of my fault. I shouldn't have been in on NASDAQ, bro. But I got back in. So, what are we sitting at here? May be able to recoup this entire loss if we can get one last push. I don't like how we're rejecting this, bro. But the key is here, I don't see any order blocks, right? I don't see any order blocks put in yet. So we have to pull back to put in an order block. So that's not surprising. Price has to pull back and then you'll get some sort of resistance and then you'll get that order block. Maybe there's a 5 minute gap. I don't know, bro. It's almost no point in trying to make sense of this. Either it's bullish or it's gonna chop. And I'll just leave it at that, right? Because this is being stupid, bro. It's pretending like it doesn't have anywhere to be, but we know that's not the case. Just go ahead and expand, please. Come back an hour from now, market will be way up here. 2 hours from now, market way up here. And it's like, bro, why were you taking so long to do what you already knew you wanted to do? Like, I don't even want to see any more bearish candles. This is a scam. These zones held up perfectly. We sweep the low, take the high. We just don't have any bearish order blocks yet. which can be concerning because we're going to have to get them eventually. You're going to have to see down close candles eventually. We have one here on NASDAQ forming. We already have one on ES. I got to let this ride, bro. Who cares? This is where I kind of like disassociate from like trading and all of the so-called logic that's supposed to be involved. Right? It's like you want so bad for the markets to make sense, but there's some days where it just doesn't make sense. Like, why are you doing all of this, bro? This might backfire, bro. Because we took out this high, hit that 6 p.m. price, and now you're just seeing a ton of bearish pressure, no bullish pressure yet. The first rejection candle followed by a ton of rejection. So I need to see some bullishness try to recover. Otherwise, this may backfire on me, bro. Just hoping for some bullish pressure to step in and stop wasting time. And there goes the backfire. Complete sell-off once again. Oh, bro, I gotta get out of this. Yeah, there goes the backfire. I just don't want to lose 2 trades in a row with this type of price action, bro. Dang, bro. Stop it. It's like you should just press the sell button anytime we take out a high. Just press the sell button. Seek and destroy today. Bro. It's only 60 bucks. I can't. Oh, goodness. There goes the backfire. Oh my Lord. Like, can you make sense of this? Can anybody make sense of what's happening today? Can you make sense, Fat? Because Daddy about to turn this off, man. Market deciding to choose chop. I wish I was able to know when this is likely to happen, but I have no clue, no type of indication that price was gonna just sit still all day. Point of control, let's check it out. None of this matters, apparently. We've closed above the point of control once, got back underneath it, closed above it again, got back underneath it. But the first time we closed past the point of control, price pushed back to the value area low, showed a lot of resistance, showing me that this is a bullish profile. I should not be shorting. Nice. And then on top of that, here we are now pushing above the previous daily low, pushing above that previous 4-hour candle. We still have 5 minutes left in this 10-minute candle. Maybe this 10-minute candle gives us the wick here that gives us more confirmation to just hold this, and it's going to be a slow grinding type of trade, essentially. It is almost 12 o'clock, so maybe that 12 o'clock candle can give us the continuation. It's gonna be risky because that 12 o'clock candle could also sell off very aggressively here. And I am like, I'm on edge here. Like, do I just walk away or do I trust that this is a bullish delivery? This is starting to get a little bit too choppy. See what that point of control is over here. We got the drive into this. Bro, I don't know. We got the drive into this bullish area once again. So now let's see. Point of control is here. EMA is broken for the first time. We get a strong close above that EMA. 15-minute probably still struggling. Yeah. Look at the variations here. Nasdaq underneath the EMA, ES above the EMA, holding it beautifully on the 15-minute. Nasdaq is the problem, bro. We can't take off until Nasdaq shows that strength. Okay, no, are we back in profit? Hold on, I might be back in profit. Yeah, I'm back. Oh, I'm nice. Nice rejection, ES. Now, can you just stop playing around and just fly away? Just fly to the promised land, bro. Like, what more can you want to do here? It's almost 12 o'clock. Come on. Give us a new fair value gap to work with. Push, expand so that 12 o'clock can pull back. Something like this. Pull back into a gap and then just run away. Because I kind of want to go break even, man. I don't want to see price playing around these lows. 10-point stop. Yeah, my stop should be here, but let me go ahead and put a stop in, bro. Stop being emotional. Because this is like watching someone try and steal all of your money and you're patiently waiting for it to be over. You know what I mean? Like, can we just get that follow through now? We got a point of control here on ES, lower time frame. Value area low, right? You see this black line that matches up with the point of control. These black lines and the point of control work together to give you an idea of where volume is strong. So you see the value area high holding up. You also see the value area low holding up. But because we're in bullish territory, I like for this value area high to be broken, right? See if we get any strong closure. Nothing yet. So it's amazing, bro. Price is really trapped inside of this value area high, value area low, point of control. But you can see that the bullish candles are strong. You're seeing more bullish closures, and you're seeing a ton of wicks off of this value area low with lots of space. These wicks are smaller. You're getting giant wicks down here. Now you just want to see a strong break, and that should like literally send price flying so far that we can remove our TP and recover all of the losses for today. Come on, kid. Like, if you can bless us with another 5 points, I will be happy. I will be probably the happiest kid on the markets today. It's like, come on, kid. Forgive me for trading in Q. I know I said I wouldn't. Somehow I did. And it immediately stops me out. And then now here we are back in ES. We already tapped into this, so that's a good sign. If we can close above it, I think price will run even further, like maybe up to this high, right? I'm not going to hold it that far, but maybe you can get like 15 points, or maybe you can drive into like this gap here for like 12 points. You know what I mean? Like push into this unmitigated gap. Let's check what we're working with here. Yeah, this gap right here is what gets my attention. That's the liquidity right there. That's where my TP should be. And that would be about 11 points, right? Price will probably push further into the gap, right? I doubt if it just barely wicks it and then turns around. But that's a very valid area of interest. And then when you look, we've already tapped into this hourly gap. Bro, we should at least tap into here. These wicks here, this breaker type of setup here. High, low. Yeah, price should. Yeah, give me that, bro. I want at least 14 points on this trade just to make the market pay for stopping me out. All right. I'm okay with this type of stuff here, right? We're playing in profit, right? That's what you want to see. You want to see price build structure in profit. I hate when price tries to build structure near your stop loss because you're obviously at risk at being stopped out. Man, this is probably the worst trade you could ask for if you're a buyer. Why is it so bad? Look at all the selling pressure. Every time we make a new high, it just finds a way to just dump. What's crypto up to? Oh, this is starting to get spooky now. Because now we're starting to actually, well, maybe we take out. Yeah, okay. I'll set an alert for when crypto takes out London's high. Because remember, we were watching crypto and I said I wanted to see crypto make a new high. It's doing that. We still have one more high to make on Ethereum. But we want to see that same type of bullishness, right? We haven't made any new highs on NASDAQ or ES. We've been chopping around. We took out, where's London high? London high. Here goes another stupid pullback, bro. Stop pulling back. So we're above London's high. Asia high should be the next liquidity here. And I don't think NASDAQ took out anything yet, right? Yeah, NASDAQ still has London's high. So that'll be the target for NASDAQ. Oh, wait, no. This is crazy, yo. So yeah, I would just look for a high outside of this range here. Because NASDAQ hasn't made any highs. We had, bro, I think I'm going to close this out and call it a day, bro. I refuse to be stopped out again. That's what it's coming down to. Yeah, I refuse to be stopped out again, bro. So let me watch this. Price starts to get too far down in here. Just call it runaway. But what I'm looking at for NASDAQ, we had 10 a.m. open. We put in that initial high. And then we're still inside of that range, right? So that first, let's say, hourly candle from 10 a.m., we haven't taken out the high or the low. So that's why my draw would be the high. We've shown, bro, should I get out of this? Because we've shown that pressure, right? But what do you notice? This 10 a.m. low still hasn't been taken. So that tells me, all right, probably going to take out this high. And that's my draw. And then if you look over here, that 10 a.m. high has already been taken. So now it's like, all right, this is a moment of truth. We could have a divergence and go bearish, or price could still show bullish structure, right? So look at price once we take this high. What happens? We took out that high at 11:46, right? I think that's when it got taken out. Yeah, 11 a.m. So after 11 a.m., well, this looks like 11 a.m. here. Yeah. Oh, it might not have taken it out. Yeah, I think I'm done, bro. I don't want to give too much energy to this. But I'm looking for this 10 a.m. high to be taken. It looks like we took it out, or is that equal highs? Yeah, it looks like equal highs, yeah. So at 11:01, we failed to take it out. And then here, this is where you take it out, right? So we take out that hourly high on ES, and I'm looking to see, all right, does price respond bullish or bearish off of this SMT? Notice there's no order blocks here. This drive up is just a landslide to the upside. So now you see, where's our order block? Down here. This is where the bullish pressure stepped up. We have this fair value gap right above it. You would want to see stuff like this just start to hold up, bro. Like, if we're bullish, I don't feel like you need to retest here. You fill in this gap here and you just continue higher. No reason for you to be retesting every single bullish area in order to go higher. If you're truly in a hurry, you can take off without it, right? We just saw price move from low to high without filling one single fair value gap. That's the type of move I want to see here. If you do want to fill in one gap, I want to see you rally out of it. Price gets too deep into here, I think I'm just gonna call it, guys, because it's wasting too much time. It's officially 12 o'clock. We created bullish areas of interest for 12 o'clock to drive into. We have this 1 minute gap, and I want to see this hold, bro. Same thing over here. We take the low, break the highs. Let me zoom in and see if we have any order blocks. So we had this order block. This is way harder than it should be, bro. Way harder than it should be. And it's only because the market doesn't want to go anywhere. If the market was showing us where it wants to go, I could have easily been ready for whatever happens next, but it keeps playing both sides right now. So we have this drive lower. This is the next order block. We just tap into it. Got that point of control aligning perfect with this order block. This is where you want to see a lot of bullish pressure. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. That's NASDAQ, of course. And then you have, yeah, bro, I don't know if I like this guy. I'll zoom in here, and my exit plan will be, if this gap doesn't hold up, maybe price wants to retest this previous daily low, which would make me upset because we've already retested it once. We've already retested it 10, 15 different times. So I'm just waiting patiently for price to decide, all right, now I want to push towards buy side. So that's it, man. Let's see what happens. So I'm not sure what's happening here, man. So I think I'm gonna play this very closely here. Let me go to 1 minute. See how price is closing in this area. I want to see very strong bullish candles. Start getting wicks to the upside or strong bearish candles through here. I'll just cut it and just come back another day because I've given this setup more than enough time to show some strength, but every time we took out some sort of internal high, you saw a run back to the lows, and we take out this high here, and now we're running back, push up, and now we find support here. So I need to see this show another high. Price fails to make another high here, I'm gonna cut it and just hope tomorrow's better. But then tomorrow's Friday, so tomorrow may be even worse. Let me see what's on the forecast for tomorrow. If there's any news. Okay, so yeah, non-farm payroll is tomorrow, so maybe that's why today is choosing to do nothing. Bro, I hate this, bro. I genuinely I wish I had a strategy for these types of conditions, but it's like the best strategy is just gonna be buy at the low, sell at the high. But by the time you realize that it's a range, it's almost too late, right? I didn't really accept that price was in a range until we saw this here, where we try to get above it and then just close right back in the range. That right there was when I'm like, all right, maybe we're just not going anywhere. But now we're in between this low and this high. It's like, all right, so technically price should start pushing back to this low, right? I say no. All right. So looking for another strong rejection from here. If not, I think I'm gonna just get out here. Yeah. Let's see. Did we get a bounce off of this previous daily low? Do we get a bounce off of this previous daily low? Hmm. Possibly, possibly. What's down here? Like, what is going on, bro? I'm just all right. There's a couple 15-minute lows down here that maybe price wanted. I'm just looking for a strong reaction, man. Stop it, bro. Can we at least go straight to the highs this time? My goodness. All right, so yeah, this is my last the last hope for me here. I don't want to see these bullish reactions met with more selling pressure. So if this like turns into a wick and ends up back down in here, I'm done. You might as well just start looking for a short at that point. But I just don't believe the shorts are gonna have. And here it is. Yeah, I think I'm gonna cut this, bro. Come on, bro. Let's see. Let's see. I may just go break even now. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's fair. If I go break even here, I feel like no matter what I'm doing, it's just waiting for me to to get out, and then it's gonna erupt. Oh, please just finish the job now. It's almost to the point where I want to take TP at this high because it doesn't matter how much bullishness we see. It just seems like there's an instant sell off right after, like no real follow through, man. It's like the moment you think about selling it, it goes bullish, and then as soon as you think it's gonna be bullish, it goes bearish. It's trash, bro. Just fly away for once. It's 12:30. The volume, as we mentioned, right, should either offer a reversal or a continuation. We see price fail to reverse multiple times. We're maintaining the bullish areas. So I don't see why we just won't explode. Crypto still pretty bullish. This is almost like torture almost, man. We're getting a nice push here. The only way this makes me happy is if we actually break this 6 p.m. high with a strong close. Then we should be in the clear. But as long as price stays in this stupid range here, the very next candle can be bearish. 10 minutes. We have clear resistance here. We have 7 minutes left in this candle. I would love to see a strong close through here. Man, this is trash, bro. I wouldn't wish this price action on my worst enemy. Got a screaming kid and trash price action. I would set take profit and set to BE and then try again tomorrow. Yeah, that's my weakness, bro. When I see something that I like in the market and I wait for the retest and the retest looks good, and then we get another retest, and then the next retest looks good. All right, look at all this. Wait, maybe if I flip it. Yeah. So this yellow zone right here was my non-negotiable for buys. If price held this area, I have to buy it. And no matter, what we get above this level, I shouldn't really care for it. As long as this holds up, I should be bullish. So going break even up here it's not really a fair move because I could get stopped at break even and the trade still be valid. And that's like my worst nightmare. Because if price does end up way up here, I'll be furious knowing that this zone was my entry zone. It just gave you a really, really choppy delivery. I got stopped once, trading NASDAQ, sweeps the low. And then I get back in somewhere around here. I'm not sure what candle it was, but I get back in now. We hit break even a couple times and you see it's still holding. So maybe we get that random 7-point candle. Just a random spike is all I'm looking for, bro. We've already seen a bunch of random drops just randomly fall, 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 fall. Now let's get that random bullish spike. I would love to see NASDAQ take out this 1030 high. But when the market wants to be dumb, there's nothing you can do about it. But we've survived the thick of 12 o'clock. So I'm hoping that 12 o'clock can give us that final move. This is crazy to me, man. In what world do you have to do all of this just to go? It's trash, bro. Here we go again. 10-minute stalling at the same resistance. I need a 10-minute closure through here. That way we know, all right, the floodgates are open. 3 minutes left in this candle. Let's get a strong 3-minute rally. Mr. ES. That's all we're asking for. The next 3 minutes, be as bullish as possible. And then that'll create a new base, right? A new area where price can break and retest. So price shouldn't come back to your entry. Then you can go break even understanding that if price breaks out here and then closes back underneath here, then it's not going anywhere. So you may want to protect yourself. So the same thing happened here, right? We saw this was resistance on the 10-minute. We finally got a strong breakout, pushes back down into it, but you don't see any 10-minute closures underneath here, showing you that this is a beautiful, beautiful support zone. And then now you have this next level up here that becomes your enemy. And you just need a definite closure above. And hopefully you get some type of closure like this where it just breaks it by like 5 or 6 points. And then TP will be right there. Come on, 2 minutes left. Final 2 minutes. What do you got for us? You can do it, bro. Like, I believe in you. Like, I believe in you. Yes. My goodness. Can't say I don't believe in you. 6 p.m. price. Do I just take this and just come back tomorrow, bro? Because this is starting to get worse. If this ends up coming all the way back down here, this is the worst trade I've ever been in already. Year just started. And we're getting this pathetic price action. What about 15-minute candle? How many minutes left? 6 minutes left in this 15-minute candle. So maybe we break it in the next 6 minutes. I don't know. I'm looking for any sign of hope possible here, bro, because if we're not bearish, right, we should be bullish. It's that simple. The chop can't last all day, right? Or can it? This is depressing. I really wouldn't be bothered as much if I didn't get chopped out down here at this low. My stop was right down here. If my entry was at my stop loss, I would have been done for today. That's funny. Stops me out. So now I'm on edge like, all right, you want to stop me out and then go up? That's messed up. Now here I am sitting 300 bucks in profit and I still don't feel happy. Because we got robbed earlier, bro. But if we can get a strong 15-minute close here, I believe in this trade. I believe it's going to offer at least a sweep of these highs right here. And then NASDAQ will give you maybe a retest of here, maybe a retest of this previous daily low here. Set an alert there. Ethereum climbing back to this high. I'm looking for Ethereum to make a new high of session, which would be taking out that 6 a.m. high. This is insane how hard it's trying, but yet it still hasn't gone anywhere. This is more intense than the Stranger Things finale. All right, come on, bro. Don't edge us this time. Please just finish through. Please. That's good. Now, just how many points do we need? We need about 4 points. 4 more points at 970. I think I'll be happy. How did that 10-minute candle close? Closes right at the high. All right, let's give us a strong 10-minute push here. if we can go for the next 8 minutes, let's say the next 8 minutes is just a strong bullish candle, that will be a dream come true. No more wicks, please. You're good now. We're there. We're almost there, guys. Oh my goodness. 75. All right, alert about to go off. Let me delete this so that it doesn't ring in my ear. Where's the other charts? So yeah, I think there's more upside. It's just now that price is taking out a high, it could literally sell off. Here it goes. And here it is. At least it's consistent. If you're putting sell limits at these highs and just hoping for a reversal, you're making a bag today. Let's see if the algorithm finally snaps out of it and just blasts through these highs. Hmm. I don't know, bro. This might be it. I think this is the most we're gonna get. But we've already hit 6 p.m. once, bro. Sold all the way back down to previous day low. Now we're back at 6 p.m. Break it. You weirdo. How could this be so challenging? It's like what is it doing? Like genuinely, like, does anybody know what's happening? This is probably where's the 9:30? Well, 10 a.m. open. 10 a.m. opens here. Price has moved a total of 20 points this entire session. No way, bro. Yesterday's session moved how many points? And this is from 12 all the way to 4 p.m. We saw a 47, 48 point move. So we're not even half. We haven't even done half of what yesterday's 12 o'clock range did. And that's just 12 o'clock. Before 12 o'clock, 10 a.m. did. How many points was the 10 a.m. low to 12? Yeah, so from 10 to 12, there was already 30 points. And then from those 30 points, it reversed another 50 points. So that's 80 points total. Like, come on, bro. Give us at least 14 here. We're not asking for much. It's insane, bro. It makes you feel like you're not patient enough. But this is the US stock market, bro. There's a lot of tension in the world, a lot of politics coming into play. It's a new year. Our president is crazy. This is trash. The market should be flying left and right. And it makes you wonder, all right, so where's the 50% mark of this entire move down? 50%. We're almost there. It's like it's doing everything but going up, bro. Hopefully it rewards us for this terrible, terrible delay. But as I mentioned, I am taking a risk holding this trade. I'm using logic to hold this trade, but sometimes logic means absolutely nothing when the market decides it does not want to go anywhere. And I think that's exactly what's happening, bro. Oh, we got a 15-minute closure. Nice. Now, can we get a closure through this 6 p.m. price, bro? That's the culprit. 30-minute candle, 13 minutes left. Come on. 13 minutes. You can do it. In 13 minutes, we should hit TP, guys. If not, then I'm probably out for good. Seriously. What the 20-minute chart looks like. We just opened a 20-minute chart. We got a 15-minute closure through. Bro, this shit blast off, kid. See what NASDAQ looks like on that 30-minute. Got some resistance here. Pushing past that resistance. You got this candle right here. Another level of resistance. Hourly chart. See how price responds once it takes out this hourly high here. We've already taken out that hourly high on ES. Like, just fly away, kid. 30-minute chart, you can do it. Man, bro. What is so special about this area, bro? We've shown that we don't want to hold it. Just get rid of it already. It's like a brick wall, huh? Yeah. I might just take this, guys. Because if this goes back lower, I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna lose my mind and have to go outside and touch grass. I was telling you, bro, sometimes I think I know too much, bro, and it throws it in my face on days like this. Like, there's no reason to be selling, but yet we just keep hitting resistance, and the resistance will completely ruin your trade. Like, look at this. You get a 13-point drop for no reason, followed by a 10-point drop, no reason, right? So why can't I get like a 10-point breakout for the real move? You feel me? Like, come on, bro. I'm not asking for much. All these weird fake outs lower are evil. Like, give me a 10-point expansion that makes no sense, similar to these sell moves that made no sense when you proved that we weren't bearish. Keep my eyes on this high here. This is trash, bro. It's so trash. I would be happy if I didn't take a loss earlier. If I was in the ES trade earlier, I think I would be happy right now. But because it already snaked me out, I'm like, bro, don't snake me out and then act like you're not bullish. There we go. There it is. All right, this is the move I wanted to see here. So now this is where, let me see how many points. We're floating 10 points now. All right. I'm going to let VIP know to exit here. I should exit as well. Here, let's see. Give it a couple seconds. All right. TP 10 points, right? All right, yeah. I wish it would just bless us with a random spike here, guys, but all right, yeah. So VIP is going to exit here. And I'm hoping that we get that confirmation that we've seen all week where price just runs, bro. We've seen some really good moves out of price. We haven't seen that move this session yet, so I'm hoping that we get that right now. Come on. There we go. Just keep running here. There we go. Keep running, bro. I got alerts going off. There goes Ethereum. See, look at the random spikes over here, guys. You see how you can predict where the random spikes should go? I want to see this I guess we did get a spike, bro. But not really, bro. This is trash, kid. This is trash. We didn't even do anything. Where's Nasdaq? Look at Nasdaq. Nasdaq still hasn't made a new high of outside of this weird pullback. There we go. Now we're talking. Okay, now we talking. Yeah, that's what I want to see. It's at 12 points now. Now we're talking, kid. There we go. You see how stupid this is? It just made us wait until 1 o'clock for the spike in volume to pick up. And I think I want to keep this yeah, I think I'm gonna lock in like 700 here. That way, for sure today it was a flat day or maybe slightly profitable. Let's go. Now we're talking, guys. And remember, like I said, I wanted to see Nasdaq take this high. So I may just hold this until Nasdaq takes this high here. Just to squeeze out every penny from this dirty manipulated game here. Like, get out of my face, bro. It's like, this is what you have to do to get me to lose. It's a scam, bro. I don't want to see no pullbacks though, bro. I do not want to see any pullbacks. I just want to see a run higher, please. Oh, here we go. I might have to cut this, guys. Just run. Just run, please. 720 is good. Can I get 8? Can I get 9? Can I get 1,000 before you start pulling back? Probably not, huh? Let's see. Notice how I'm just giving it a chance here for that real pop because we've seen that pop on Ethereum. I'm looking for a pop through these highs on NASDAQ. Come on, you can do it, kid. There we go. Keep going. There we go. It's not over. Like we can see that NASDAQ has a lot more to go here. And I don't want to be greedy either, but like I'm just playing the game, bro. If you're not bearish, you didn't want to take this low. This is the low that put in that high. So that means you should take this high. It's that simple. It's just basic textbook trading logic. But you can see price just teasing this level. Like, bro, go get it. You should not have to pull back anymore to go get this level. It should be able to just freely go. But I think I'm asking too much, bro. It's not going. And there's no wick on this candle. It's probably gonna pull all the way back here before it could even get to this high here. You know, just typical scam action. Just run, kid. Am I tripping? Or do I just get out here? Deep breaths, Mr. ROC. You got them where you want them. We have the market. Oh no. Oh no. I'm just giving away money now. From 790 to 600. But at this point, I don't even care, bro. I want to see this high taken out. And this is where I have to let you guys know this could backfire. This could backfire and I'll be furious. But if I've waited through all of this shenanigans, I should be able to wait for NASDAQ to take this high, man. Maybe it won't take this high. Maybe I'm about to get bamboozled. But how I see it, it should take that high. We took out this hourly high. That hourly high meant nothing. That hourly high was just accumulation. We didn't sweep out the low. Now I'm wondering, can we at least take this high? Come on, kid. You can do it. You can do it. Just keep going up until NASDAQ takes out this 10 a.m. high, please. Look at the discrepancy in structure. Look at NASDAQ compared to ES. Look at how we're rejecting the hourly EMA breaking structure. We already filled in this gap here, right? We saw the gap get filled, sell off. So now you're getting that absorption to go higher, right? And then on the other side, you see NASDAQ hasn't even broken the 10 a.m. high. We're way above 9 p.m., 6 p.m. highs on ES, right? And we ignored the lows. So that means there's a lot of buying pressure in the market. So if there's a lot of buying pressure, all I need is for NASDAQ to fill in this hourly gap. And then I'll be happy, right? I'll be satisfied. Even though price could go higher, this whole setup right here could flip bullish. NASDAQ could end up way back up here, or maybe even retest midnight price, right? But I'm not gonna hope for all of that. I just want to see NASDAQ fill this gap. And hopefully by the time this gap is filled, ES is way up here somewhere. And I can squeeze out another 5 points from the ES. Because technically I could just close this right now and be right around break even for today, and no harm, no foul. But really good read on price. Once again, it's just sometimes the market chooses violence, bro. Like I told you guys way down here that I'm expecting this high to be taken. This high doesn't get taken until, yeah, I think I gotta cut this, bro. This is gonna drive me insane, bro. Oh, I just gave back. Yeah, this could backfire. This could backfire. But from this low here, we were calling out a bottom. I anticipated a bottom somewhere in here. The bottom was put in. I get a decent entry. We take out this high. You're starting to see some resistance, but maybe we find support. There we go. This is nice. I want to see this level serve as support now. The same level that price was struggling to break all morning. Please do not get back underneath here and show a rally from this 6 p.m. price. We haven't hit anything on NASDAQ for me to think that it's bearish. I know it could backfire, but I'm thinking like the chances of it backfiring are so low. I think the chances of more upside is like our best case scenario, man. I just wish it would stop pulling back. That's all. You know what? Yeah, I see 600, man. I think I'm just gonna take it, bro, because this is just trash. I'm hoping that it's just gonna stop being trash and then just go, but it doesn't seem like that's gonna ever happen. Look at it. I better not give all this back, bro. Come on, kid. Give me one more drive higher and I'm out. If I give it back, then it's just trash. And it's leeching, guys. It's gonna take it all back from me. What is up with you today, man? These charts are just filthy right now. I really just gave it all back. I can feel it. This is gonna dump for no reason, huh? What do we got in here? 10-minute gap. Come on, kid. There you go. Now, come on now. Come on. Come on, kid. You can do it, man. Where's that 30-minute candle? Did it close? Okay, so all right, so it makes sense. We just closed this 30-minute candle. Somehow it closes underneath 6 p.m. So now let's see if we can get this 30-minute wick lower and then a strong 30-minute closure again. And I'm out. If we can get a nice push back above this level here, I'm going to start trailing my stop and just lock in. Please don't do this. Do not turn into a wick that sends price lower. I want to see this wick get swept. I don't want to see it act as like a mitigation block where 50%. Let's mark off 50%. This is insane, bro. It's like someone turned price action on extremely difficult today. It's like, hey, man, we gave out too much money on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Let's make today very, very difficult. This might be a wrap, man. I'm seeing way too much rejection here. We've already wasted too much time rejecting. I don't want to see it. Like at all, bro. 15-minute wick. See the 50% of this wick. Yeah, look at it, bro. I think I'm cooked, bro. I think it's gonna try and do something stupid like just drop for no reason. What do you guys think? Man, like if this really does reverse here, bro, this is evil. Cause we still haven't taken out anything, and it's about to do it. All right, whatever. At this point, if it does take me out, I'm not gonna let it hit my stop. I'll close it around this area if it gets too close. Because at this point, it's just professional waste of time. Professional scammer. What are you doing? We did just open up a new 30-minute candle, so maybe price wants to sweep out a 15-minute low, which we have. Maybe it wants to sweep out a 30-minute low. If it does want to sweep out a 30-minute low, I'm out at break even. And I just kind of like have to accept. But like I said, first of all, I shouldn't have taken a loss on NASDAQ. And that's kind of what is forcing me to hold this trade longer than I would have anticipated. You know, normally I'm out at like 10 points. If my stop is 10 points, I'm out at 10 points here. But because the market was so shady in this area, and because we've only moved 20 points the entire session, my trader's intuition tells me this is the very beginning of a very large move, and I'm looking for targets up here that make sense. And this makes the most sense, right? This area up here. And the same thing here. If I was in a NASDAQ trade, I would want to hold it until we take out liquidity from the early session, right? I want to see the highs taken out that was put in. Like, you see how we get this manipulation drive lower? I'm just like, maybe like I said, I know too much sometimes, bro, because this doesn't make any sense right now. But when you see price put in a high, manipulate, but we did take that high on ES, bro. I think I'm just gonna, I want to throw up right, bro, because I want to close it, and I should have just closed it up there. I think I just let it get me a break even and deal with it, because I think I'll be just as sick. If it stops me at break even, I'll be sick. If I get out right now and it goes to TP, I'll be even sicker. So yeah, bro. As soon as I do this, I already know what's gonna happen. It's gonna stop me at break, bro. Get oh my gosh. Like I think I really just want to throw up. Like who designed this? Who programmed today's price action? Like I am literally about to be at break even on a trade that was up $700. How does that even make sense? Oh yeah, I want to throw up, bro. Oh my goodness, kid. Oh my goodness, dog. Like, and I'm looking like maybe that was the target. Maybe NASDAQ is just too weak today. It's only 1 o'clock. Maybe the move is gonna happen at like 3 o'clock, and I need to get out because it's not going anywhere. Yeah, guys, I just botched a good trade. I could have gotten out up here. But like, what are the odds, right? What are the odds? We were 3 points away from TP. Instead of going to TP, price just goes 11 points the opposite direction. And this is what I mean, bro. Like, you're getting these random drops, and then price will end up not being bearish and then end up right back up here. But as soon as it gets back up here, it'll drop again. Yeah, I'm done with this, bro. I'm done with today. I don't even want to hear myself talk about today anymore. Just if it wants to stop you at break even, bro, oh well. At least get some sort of profit out of it. This is a scam, bro. We closed through resistance barely, and then immediately, like I mean, immediately turns. Like, bro, this. I might not trade tomorrow, bro. Well, I mean, no, I take that back. Tomorrow's an FP. If there weren't any major red news events tomorrow, I wouldn't have traded it. Like, in what world is it okay for the market to just do nothing, bro? Look at these 30-minute candles. We're stuck inside of the initial 30-minute range. You get 80. You get 20 points from the low. Decide, all right, we're gonna go back higher. Don't take out any highs and then just hang out in the middle of the range. And I just botched this, bro. I was up $700. I could have been out of here with a perfect break even day. But that's what I mean. I'm giving, it's like I know too much, bro. I'm giving the market too much credit. The market is stupid. There's no reason to be back down here, bro. We did take this high. All right, whatever. So be it. But a small pullback is more realistic. Why are you pulling back way down here? 10, 11 point pullback when you're not bearish. And it's going to be sure to tag me out or be sure to like sweep all of this down in here before erupting higher. Like, bro, cut it out, bro. Just stop. Just stop it, kid. What is it hitting right now? 5-minute. We're inside a 5-minute gap. Can we just get a clean turn here? Or nah, it's over with, guys. It's a wrap. Let me get out of here, man. Trading is just days like this. I promise you, bro. It makes me like not like trading. I just wish I could predict these type of sessions, man. Well, today's not going anywhere. Let me save my capital. And there goes my stop. I just botched it, bro. I'm out of here, guys. Let me get off these charts. These charts are not for sane. These charts are for people like pain. This makes no sense. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Now I'm sitting on a loss. I'm going to close today red because I didn't want to close out my trade up here. It hit the 50% of this range and completely dumps. Market's bearish, bro. I'm sorry. I think that's what I can take away from this. Even on the cleanest bullish retest, the market can't go anywhere. So I would say that we're probably going to end up selling off here and I doubt if it ends up going any higher. So let me just walk away. I don't see any sell setups. It's 1 o'clock, and that's my cutoff. I really just botched that, bro. I'm sad now. I'm sad. I traded NASDAQ, took a loss. I took ES, was up about 11, 12 points, and let it come back to break even. Mm-mm. All right, yeah, let me take these screenshots and put it in my notes, man. I took a long, oh, I think I have my executions actually. God. Boom, boom, boom. Where was this entry? Entry here, stop below here, get stopped out. Previous day low, still untouched. Trade number 1, body bag. Oh, bro, I kind of like, I don't even know if I want to trade tomorrow, bro. I'll show up though. I'll see how I'm feeling tomorrow. Stuff like this is just for the birds. And now here goes all of this selling pressure with no opportunity to short, bro. It's just taking highs and flushing. Maybe there's a 1-minute pullback in here. Barely, bro. No. At least I got out because it was going straight for my stop. So that was the first buy. Never buying NASDAQ again. There's that. And let's see. Yeah, we're just not bullish. Cause NASDAQ isn't even hitting anything. We hit this low here, the low of this engulfing candle here, and that was it. More sell pressure. A lot of sell pressure. I mean, immediate reversal. Boom, boom, boom. And then ES, I took the buy. What was this? Oh, that was, I think I entered a position accidentally. Yeah, that was before I started trading. And then I had this buy here. Long near, stop, 10 points, TP. No way. I was up 13 points and gave it back. Trash trading, bro. And that's what a loss will do, bro. I could have recovered the loss. That's trash, bro. I can't even be upset because look at this pullback, bro. This is just pure disgust. What is this? Why are you so bullish if you're not bullish? You just drop immediately right back to the point of interest. Yeah, it's trash, bro. I can't even be upset. I could have trailed my stop. That's probably the only thing. Yeah, that'll be the only thing that I put in my notes here. Just don't give the market too much credit, bro. That's why I trade 1-to-1 to begin with, because this type of stuff makes no sense. You're so bullish, you hit this 50%, which is fine. What about NASDAQ? The NASDAQ hit 50%, data high until here. Yeah, they both, yeah, that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happens. We pulled back, hit 50%, and just cannot break 50% of this range. Fair enough. Fair enough. So that's a bearish move right there, right? So these buys are going to get squeezed. I don't think it's going to end up bullish. 50% of the range. I'll put that in my notes. Price rejected 50% of range. And it's funny, after all of that, I'm only down one trade. So it's not the end of the world. It's just like I said, sometimes when I know where price is going, which was this high right here, this was my draw on liquidity, and then price ends up going right to it. That's when I'm like punching air. All right, so what I want to do now is just add this to my notes. I think price is going to end up bearish, but I don't really care to sit around. It's 1 o'clock. That's going to be it for me today. And screenshot this. Break even. It's funny, bro. I feel like trading shouldn't be able to make you this upset. But like I said, sometimes I think I just know too much, bro, and it bites me. Like those traders who don't know anything and they just happily get into trades. I'm like so past that level now. I have to have so many reasons to get into a trade that when I get in, I truly believe that the market is going to make sense. And you can see here, the market can choose not to make any sense. Just drop for no reason, bro. You better be bearish. Imagine this drops and then ends up right back at the highs. It's just like, you know what? You know what, mister? All right, that's it for me. That's my spiel for today. Not terrible. The one thing I will say is I'm not trading in Q. I will say that we did reject the 50% of this range very nicely. So that could have been my Q. And then long story short, if I didn't trade NASDAQ, make sure that I'm just recovering my losses, bro. If I take a loss, my goal should be to recover the loss, not to make profit. Point blank simple, bro. Because that's what hurt me today. I could have gotten out up here, recovered my loss, and called it a day. All right, so let me download this. I am out of here. I need to get off before I see this do something. Yeah, let me get out of here. Hopefully everybody managed today's action pretty decent. It wasn't much to work with, but look at this. Yeah. All right, cool. I will catch you guys. Where's the 50% of this range right here? I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Same time. Yeah, 50% of this starting to reject. It's probably going to dump off of it. It's crazy. All right, yeah. You guys take care. Today is probably the toughest day of the week so far, right? Good learning points here. Good things to add to your notes. And NFP tomorrow. So I think the volume will probably be a lot cleaner tomorrow. We'll see more expansions, less consolidation, hopefully. And we'll see what we can catch. All right. Take care.